Hey guys, Mr. T here. I just wanted to do a video to assist with the different quadratic models that you need to deal with for the Match My Parabola activity that you're using for the portfolio of learning. So I need to go over the idea of these two quadratic models. One is vertex form. It looks like this: y is equal to a bracket x take h all squared plus k. And intercept form is y is equal to a bracket x take b bracket and x take q in brackets as well. So these are relevant to the different challenges that you need to do, because we're not doing the full maths and algebra to get you to understand them straight away. We're getting you to illustrate them using these activities. So in this question here, challenge 2, it's asking you to plot parabolas that go through the different colored dots there, and this will be in vertex form. So when you're going to graph in vertex form, always start with it in this basic form where a is 1, h is 0, and k is 0. Always start from there, and all you're going to do is mess around with a, h, and k. So in the blue one here on the right, I'm going to draw that suggested default one, starting one, y is equal to 1 bracket x take nothing bracket, then the square, the little a2 there, and plus 0. And you'll be able to see when I do check my work, it is drawn the blue quadratic through the red dots, okay? But I want the blue quadratic up here. But this is your starting point. Is the blue quadratic there? I want to move the quadratic up here. So what do? That's why you start with that basic one, because all you need to do is mess around with, change either the 1, that 0 there, which is the h, or the 0 on the outside, which is k. Mess around with those numbers. So I'm going to demonstrate that now. I'm not going to get it right for you. You have to answer this. If I change the 0 in the brackets to 1 and check my work, what happens? It moved to the right. I didn't want it to move to the right. I want it to stay in the middle. So that's no good. I'll change it back to 0. What if I changed k, the 0 on the outside? Let's move that to 1 and check my work. Okay, it moved up 1. So it's in the right position horizontally. I just need to move it up more. So it looks like I would need to change that 1 to be a slightly larger number. Okay? Check my work, is not quite there, but it's up to you guys to find that. Let's do the green one. Retype that, y equals 1 bracket x take nothing bracket squared plus 0 again. Always start from this point. Check my work. So the green one is over the red dot, which is not what I want, but I need to adjust either the 1 on the outside, the 0 inside the brackets, or the 0 outside. So what if I change that to take 5? It went a bit too far. It went 1 too far. So you can see that 5 there moved the quadratic to the right by 5. If I wanted to get the quadratic onto these green 3 dots, I might have to move it a little less. Okay, and lastly, I just want to show what the 1 does. If I changed 1 to 5, what happens? It gets thinner. So hopefully you can see that the number on the outside moves it up and down. The number on the inside of the set of brackets moves it left and right. And the number in front of the brackets makes it thinner, or let's make it a fraction, 0.5, makes it wider. So that should help you answer challenges that involve that vertex form that we showed there. When you get up to challenge 5, this introduces a different form. You can see 2 sets of brackets here. That's called intercept form. So intercept form looks like this. Y is equal to A, bracket x take P, x take Q. You only need to change A, P, and Q. So when you're doing these challenges, always start off with this. Y is equal to 1, bracket x takes 0, bracket x takes 0. Always start with that. So I'll do that here. 1, bracket x plus 0. Sorry, x takes 0 is what I said. X takes 0. What do we see there? That quadratic is that red one that starts in the middle. Okay, now if I adjust, what if I made 1, 0, 2? What happened there? Well, now we can see that that quadratic is going through 0 and it's going through 2. I want it to go through 3 and negative 4. So mess around with these numbers. What if I made that 3? That's going through 3 now. So it looks like when you've got x take the number that I want, it goes through that point that you want on the x-axis. I'd have to change this 0 to something. So what if I made it take 2? No, I want it to go to negative 4. So if I did plus 3. Okay, that gets closer. It's close to negative 4, but I need to adjust that again to get it to go through negative 4. Okay, so that's how you're going to deal with challenge 5 and beyond. This form of quadratic, it looks like these P's and Q's, when you adjust them, that tells you where the graph is going to cut the x-axis. Okay, hopefully that video helps you out with these challenges. Have fun getting through them and messing around. You do not need to get the answer straight away. You are supposed to experiment with this. Change the letters that I've indicated here. A, H, and K in the first one. A, P, and Q in the second one. Mess around with those forms and hopefully you can get those answers right.